Welcome to Wrecked Roulette, where the name of the game is the audience has to guess whether we're sober, drunk, or high. Today's guest is Toronto comedian and musician Suzy Sin Park. I just wanted to take a moment to remind you all to like and subscribe to our channel. This will help build our brand, which helps each and every one of these incredible humans we chat with on this podcast. Also, if you're listening on Apple Podcasts or Spotify, we'd appreciate a 5-star review. We might even read out your review if it's funny. I want to apologize again for my audio. My mic decided to mute itself, so the audio switched to the internal computer microphone. I swear by next time I will have my shit together. We hope you have as much fun as we did chatting with Suzy. Be sure to follow her at Suzy Comedy. Now let's start the podcast. Welcome to Wrecked Roulette. You know the drill. We'd like to welcome Suzy Sin Park. She's a comedian from Toronto. And you're also a baker, right? Baker
yes,
creator.
I've been baking some cookies and such.
Yeah, you also bake.
I did a little Etsy store.
Oh,
amazing. That's awesome.
Yeah, so I guess, I'm a very selective baker.
Nice.
So nice. Suzy, you just played the show on Wednesday. How did that go?
It went well. I just did a very short and sweet set, like where we had 5 to 7 minutes and I only used 2 or 3,
She's efficient.
It's one of those, you know why? Because before, when I tried to fill up a set and then my brain went blank, and then at the end I tried to catch up and ran out of time, and I'm not going off on a low note this time. I'm not going on a high note. I'm like, 2 minutes. Oh my God, I'm doing so well. Okay, that's it. Bye.
I'm dying to do stand up, but I'm it's also terrifying.
Yes.
Like I want to get into the comedy scene, but it's absolutely terrifying. I respect the attempt, and I watched your stuff, absolutely hilarious. And I thought it was hilarious because what you were talking about, mindfulness and the raisin.
Oh yeah.
I'm shooting a series, like a dramedy, and part of it is one of the co-stars is staring at a raisin because she's doing mindfulness exercises. We just shot that yesterday, and then you sent me that video today, and I'm like, that is the biggest fucking coincidence.
That's so funny. So I'm not making this shit up.
No, that's like the most common thing for mindfulness. That's like the first thing they teach you is to study the fucking raisin.
Yeah.
Roll it around in your mouth.
Okay, I can handle this part of it. Listen to it. All right.
Yeah. Like, how does it sound?
It was like,
how does it look?
It's like,
oh no.
How does it feel in your mouth? Does it have a good mouth feel?
Like a petrified turd.
And it just gets plump in your mouth.
Are you telling me your therapist is telling you to eat shit?
Right? Exactly. I'm like, what a metaphor.
Oh my God. Amazing.
You know what, girl? You have problems, just fucking eat shit. Eat shit.
Oh man, I'm gonna open a therapy practice, and that's the only thing I'm gonna say to people.
Yeah.
Well, I'll let them talk for an hour, and I'll be like, "Thank you for sharing. Now go eat shit.
Go eat shit. Come back. Tell me how it felt."
Yeah.
But it's, instead of eat shit and die, it's eat shit or die.
Oh
So
yeah.
it's like,
Right? So there's some hope, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
There we go. But I also watched the video of your first stand-up set.
Oh.
And it was but like I had it playing in the background, and I'm getting ready, and I'm like, man, the sound quality sucks. Maybe it's my phone.
No, it's like always someone taking shitty audio with their fucking phone and never bringing a proper camera.
It took a minute, and then all of a sudden you're like, oh yeah, maybe I should use the microphone, and I just that immediately set me laughing.
Yeah.
And then I enjoyed the rest of it very much.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, because my voice was so loud, I forgot I didn't need it.
Yeah. I just thought it was my phone or like the sound quality there, because I could still hear you. But yeah,
like,
so there was no mic.
So like
so
you're really excited on stage and you have a
project.
big voice.
You project.
Yeah.
It sounds like I'm in another room yelling. It's like, Mom!
No, that's great. That adds a lot of like emphasis to what you're talking about. Emphasis to the joke.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. So yeah, well, that part you at the beginning. Well, there was actually really good sound quality, but this was from actual phone footage. But there is actually on YouTube the proper and the full set. It's like 5 minutes. But what happened was, because it was my first set, I lost my nerve, and I ended up bringing my sheets onto the stage. And then as I was using them, I was like, fuck this. So I just kind of threw them and I just kept
That's amazing.
going. It turned out better. I missed a couple of punchlines. I licked the microphone once. And a couple of
So you don't need to worry about COVID then.
Right? I'm just
if you've licked a comedy bar's microphone.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I played a show on Thursday and the guy was like, yeah, you can use my mic. I'm like, so you're going to disinfect it with Clorox, right? And he's just like, no, I'll just give you a foam thing to put on it. I'm like, that's not disinfecting it, dude. Like that's probably still fucking dirty. And my mouth touched it a couple times. And now I'm just like, should I wear a mask around people? Like, should I quarantine?
I mean, at least don't lick their eyeballs for the next little while.
Just lick my own eyeball.
Yeah. And don't put your tongue up anyone's nostril. Safety first. Like, oh my gosh.
No exchange.
Why do we need to be told not to lick the microphone? I'm like,
it's really hard when you're singing or like speaking. It's really hard when you're singing and you're like, you can't hear yourself, you're singing and you want to bring it up to your face because you're singing kind of low. And then you accidentally kiss the mic and you're like, well, fuck.
Yeah. Now I know why those rappers cover the whole mic with their
yeah.
I don't know.
They're like, fuck that. People are dirtied up that mic. That mic is ruined.
Yeah. So I brought my own mic for the last show that we hosted, and I ended up not even using it. But yeah, so we gave out those mic covers, so everybody had two. Some people were double bagging in, and we had Clorox wipes between them. So like, not the antibacterial wipes.
Lysol.
Antiviral.
That seems expected, right? Like,
yeah. So
they didn't want to use my mic, so
they
made me use theirs, and I'm like, well, obviously you're gonna disinfect it, right? Nope.
Yeah. I know, it's weird because I bought my own microphone way before COVID, like decades before, when I was playing in the punk band, because I go, you guys are all nasty. I might be nasty too, but I'll just keep my nasty to myself.
So when did you play in the punk band?
Yeah, I was going to say, you just said punk band, and I missed that part of things.
Oh, sorry, I didn't send you that link, but
no,
it's
oh
badass.
My God, girl, tell me about the punk bands.
Yeah, so, well, in 1996, in October, I quit doing drug that was killing me, that actually killed me, but I kind of luckily back. And then in the next spring, I decided to do my own kind of healing and therapy, started a band. And so I thought I was going to start a nice, like maybe poppy kind of, sounding band, and it's just started kind of like, punk rock band. And then it started getting kind of thrashy and stuff. So we started doing a lot more heavier music and stuff. At first,
what was the name?
As you can see, I lose my voice.
What was the name of your punk band?
Often. Well, that band was called Shitloads of Fuck All. Some people called it Sofa or Slofa. So to
that's amazing. So
at the time, I was all in denial that it was actually that was an acronym, was SOFA, and so I was like, no, it's not. It's always going to be Shitloads of Fuck Off. You can't say the whole thing. Don't say it at all.
Oh my God.
So and so when people put us in newspapers and stuff for a show, like live show listings or something, it always said Slofa or Sofa. Very rare did it say the whole band name. So I'd always get like, wait, if I put up with that a little more, maybe we could have got a little more airplay. Like, we got a lot of shows around town, but radios didn't like that kind of thing.
Radio is fucked.
Not like they would play our music anyway, but
if you're not like a pop musician or a soul or whatever, like they won't play your shit.
yeah,
They have no interest in punk and metal.
Yeah, we had to go to college radio. Well, they came to us.
Yeah, college radio still plays.
We had CKLN and CIUT. That was really awesome.
I'm sorry if you can hear snoring in the background. My dog is snoring very loudly.
Oh my god, I can't, but I wish I could.
No, listeners.
Yeah, me too. I wish.
No, if you're annoyed by that, then fuck off because you don't like dogs.
Yeah, go die if you don't like it.
What the hell? Fuck. I'm gonna go get my dog.
Amazing.
He's a very loud dog.
Yes, he's very excitable.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I missed the date on the video of your first stand-up. When did you start doing comedy, and when was your first stand-up show?
Very recently. The first stand-up was January 2020.
Oh wow!
Amazing.
Yeah, it was a Fresh Comedians showcase.
So essentially you're like, all right, 2020 is the year I'm gonna start stand-up, and
this is gonna be so great.
Yeah, I'm almost out of like I'm in my 40s. I'm like, I don't have that many years in my 40s left. I'm gonna start doing something else.
You know what? I was just listening to a podcast. There was a woman on there. She's fucking hilarious. She's 66 years old, and she's still doing stand-up. And she was just like, you know what? The fear is still there, the insecurity is still there, but fuck it, I'm gonna be on stage.
We need to have her on here. Holy shit,
fucking hilarious. That's
awesome.
I know, right? Like I was
so
like 20 something. I was like a little baby, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I feel so inadequate. Now I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm like almost 50, and I'm like, what am I doing when I feel so same shit I'm saying back in my 20s.
The more things change, eh?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah. I mean,
but you're doing well in the comedy. Yeah. And you're
I've been very supported, and I just started, so it's been amazing. Like I was like, okay, being in the punk scene, you guys know that it's mostly white, right? Like we're anti-racist, but we're mostly white. And I loved the scene, and I still do. But then I was like, oh, I'm kind of craving non-white people because I just never see them.
Yeah.
And then and I grew up in church where there was a lot of like the Korean congregation with my parents.
Oh yeah.
I had a lot of church Korean friends, but that's a little bit different, right? So I
couldn't bring them to your punk shows, right?
Right, and we're not saying the same jokes. So yeah, right. And then so I was like really surprised that there's such a really good, strong Asian comedy scene here, and it is actually intertwined with others. Like all the other scenes.
That's amazing.
So I was like, oh my gosh, this actually was my entrance into the comedy scene, but then I got to meet so many more white people and they're really funny ones, like you guys too. So I was like, oh my god, this is amazing, right?
That's hilarious.
So
I'm sorry to disappoint that I am the whitest.
Oh no,
I'm pretty much glow in the dark
people.
at this point.
I just make fun of them because they're just everywhere.
But Canada is becoming like super like accepting of all different cultures. I love it.
I think in Toronto it's like I think white people are no longer a majority anymore. I know.
Honestly,
it's like 40% ethnic, at least 40 something percent.
Oh man, I hear so many white people complaining about that shit, and I'm just like, you know what? Shut up. Like they're like, oh well, we should breed more white people because they like become the doctors and shit. I'm like, no. There's a lot of trashy white people. A lot of immigrants are extremely smart. Get in quicker because they're extremely smart, and we need more doctors and we need more teachers. Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I think, like, the quality of education overseas is overlooked. People they go, you don't have Canadian experience. It's like, well, I've freaking done 30,000 kidneys transplants. How many more do you want me to do?
Human body's kind of
right.
I've had a success rate of 99%. What more do you want?
Right.
So you just started doing stand-up in January of 2020.
Yes.
And now you've actually launched a comedy series as of like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, we had our first show with it was starring Leonard Chan, and we had a few really, really, really funny local comics. Oh my gosh.
Where was it?
Dirtiest comics but the best.
Oh yeah.
It's I was at Seascape as a sci-fi
Oh,
and gaming.
yeah.
nice.
Yeah,
Amazing.
cool.
That's a great venue.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
And how did it go?
My friend Sarah runs that place, and I was like, oh, I got to find a way to support her too, because you
Yeah.
know that things have been tough for
Oh, of course.
restaurant world.
Yeah. We have to support the arts more
Yeah.
now more than ever.
And also a lot of when we were like street and gutter punks and shit, and it's just like, you know,
Yeah.
come a long way. You can't go back. Can't go backwards.
That's a great venue. So I'm gonna guess you guys were upstairs.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
So yeah, and the
It's
green
a gem
one
of
was
a
a patio,
place.
and it really is the way they scored like the whole building.
Yeah.
Like,
Deb, have you been there yet?
I don't believe I have been,
Okay.
but I really want to go. I've heard such great things.
Yeah, check it out.
I might head over there after we're done filming this.
Oh, seriously?
Yeah. I have a whack of people like right before this. I had
they have
some pre-drinking going on, and people were like, "Hey, we want to go to Seascape," so I might.
Nice.
We'll see.
Yeah, it's so much fun. It's so much fun.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
And yeah, I've seen that like they've struggled so much to get all this going, and this is their second location, and that's where they scored this amazing location, right? So
yeah,
and I think as many people as possible should go and
that's
at
cool.
least have a drink there. You know,
so your first show was on a Friday the 13th, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's an amazing start.
I love that.
Yeah,
amazing.
And it was a sold out show.
Oh shit.
We sold out right at the last the last minute.
Okay.
That's great.
Can you let us know when the next one is? Might
Yes.
wander up and see ya.
Friday, September 10th.
Oh yeah.
Yes. And we have a couple of queer comics. My co-host and I were both queer local people, and so we wanted to have like a good range of comedy. I for the first show I tried to round up as many Asians as I could, but some of them were like, well, we're not available this month, but we're gonna do, so we're spreading them all out, so you'll see at least 2 Asians in each show.
Amazing. Now I love it. Where are you
like,
playing? Are you playing at Seascape again, or?
Yep, it'll be
All
Seascape every until further notice. It'll be at Seascape on the second Friday of every month.
And what time is doors?
8:30.
Okay, that's not bad.
p.m. Show starts at 9.
Okay, I've actually put it in my calendar for September.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
I'm putting it in my calendar, and it's like Seascape Windows Limited. So
yeah,
it's C is in SEE and then dash scape.
Yes, dash
SEE. Okay.
SEE.
There we go. I got
it.
They're like just
there we
four
go.
bus stops north of
I'm gonna come and see you live.
So it's like 5 minutes from Peel. Yeah,
yes. I'm putting it in the Rec Roulette's calendar.
And September 10th also happens to be World Suicide Prevention Day. So hopefully,
that is going to make for some terrible jokes.
Raise a little bit of money. Yes.
You think there's going to be some dark comedy there?
Yes. We don't know that all comedians are dark.
I do.
Even the ones that don't show, like I sing about raisins, but I can also sing about other things.
Oh my God.
So,
I think one of the funniest jokes I ever saw performed, there's like a consumer survivor stand-up comedy training program through Mood Disorders Association of Toronto.
Amazing.
And I had a client who went through the program, and so he was like really excited. He invited a whole bunch of us from the house, like the staff and the other clients, so we went, and like he was really good. But there was this woman who got up, and she was like so deadpan, like very flat affect, but her joke
that can make the best comedy.
Oh my gosh. And she, she's talking about her mental health and like comedy and stuff, and she's like, I tried this, I've tried that. She's dead. And then I tried group therapy, and it really didn't do anything for me. So then I tried group sex. And like just just the way she delivered, the whole room just like exploded. It was so well done.
Oh my God.
That's so good.
And it's such a great program. Like I don't know if they I don't know if it's going to be running after COVID, but yeah. So yeah, we're going to come out for Suicide Awareness Comedy Night.
That would be amazing. Yeah. Like people don't understand where my raisin or certain things come from because they just think like, oh, so it's just like silly, cheesy stuff, right? But they don't know it actually comes from a very dark place. And it's like, you know, you get out of a dark place to get to the point where you can actually make jokes about I'd rather die than eat a raisin. Like you could never say that to me before, where I'd be like, "Oh, come on," you know. And now it's just
now you got like a 2-minute bit on it.
Yeah. And it might not even be that funny, but it's just corny. And the fact that I can do that is actually a miracle in itself, right? So it's just like, wow.
Oh shit.
Really good. Yeah, I don't think there's such a thing as really like a terrible comic unless they're there just to poke at other people, like punch down at people constantly. That's a terrible comic.
Well, I think the nature of comedy has changed.
Oh yeah.
And that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. You know.
Have you had a heckler yet?
Oh, well, I was in an audience and I was heckled. Is that weird? By the host who was also in the audience.
Oh my God.
So you're picked on by the comic.
Yeah, I was actually there filming somebody else's set for them on their phone. I was following around, but the person that they were with, that they were doing the show for, the host, they were saying some stupid ass shit.
Oh shit.
Just like,
oh no. But no like audience member heckling you during a set yet.
Oh, not yet.
Okay.
I did bomb, but they were very gracious about it. I was just like, just get it over with. I need to grow skin right
now. You know what? Yeah.
No.
Please make this stop.
Everyone bombs. And everyone bombs, and that should be more accepted. Man. Like,
do you have a juicy bomb story for us?
Well, I just stood. You know where? Have you been to? It's not juicy, but it's a. You know the Tonight Bar is called, right? I believe, and they have a glass. It's like you're in an aquarium. You're behind a glass cage.
Oh wow!
And you're telling,
where is this?
Behind this, and everybody's doing so well. It looks so easy. I get behind this glass aquarium and suddenly I'm claustrophobic. I didn't think the glass would make me feel claustrophobic, but for some reason it felt like a wall.
Oh my God.
I was like, okay, so I'm starting, but then I'm getting distracted by this. But then there's people on the back patio and there's a screen where I can see them. They can see me through a bigger screen back there.
Should have mooned them.
Camera at me and everything.
Just press your bare ass against the glass.
I was just tempted to
breast hams, babies. Oh my
do
God.
some like I don't know. I said if I go back there, I'm gonna go get like those stickers made of like bloody palm prints, and I'm just gonna.
Nice.
Like,
that's great. That would be hilarious.
Reenact the shower.
Just like fuck you in your glass.
Yeah.
That's so good.
I mean, it is.
Don't box me in, motherfucker.
Yeah. Oh my God. I'm like, I'm not a box person.
Never were, huh?
All right, we're gonna play a little game with you. So this is called Monkey's Paw. So it's a supernatural story by W.W. Jacobs.
Okay.
And essentially 3 wishes are granted to the owner of the monkey's paw, but the wishes come with an enormous price for interfering with fate.
Dun dun.
So in layman's terms, you make a wish and we're gonna fuck it up.
Okay.
So you get 3 wishes and we'll take turns, and then the last turn we'll both fuck up.
I wish I was an international soccer player. Soccer star.
Can I get this one?
Yeah, go for it.
Granted, but it's not for your exceptional soccer skills. It's because every time you're on the pitch, your shorts are loose and they drop and you tumble and you're just like the comedy clown of every soccer game you ever play, no matter what you do.
That's so true. I feel attacked.
Love that. I love that.
My dad
Courtney.
told me I used to throw a baseball like this.
Oh,
Like this.
That's
my
that's
God.
amazing. Okay.
okay. Second wish, please.
Second wish.
Wish number 2.
I wish that my ukulele skills were better. Like I wish I could do like Spanish ukulele.
Okay. Granted, but everyone in the world hates ukulele.
Ooh.
All right.
Only you
Also
can
very
enjoy.
true.
Oh my God. Wait, can I make
Okay.
this one? Can I make this one?
No.
I want to ruin it too. I want to
All
ruin
right,
it
do it.
differently. Okay.
Do it.
Granted, but it's because you have a massive stroke and no longer are able to speak without playing the ukulele at the same time. So any conversation you want to have with people, you have to play the ukulele at them in order to communicate. And that's why you get so good.
You're like that guy in
Like
Breaking
this?
Bad who just has the bell.
Can I get a double
Ding, ding, ding,
double? Doctor, it hurts when I do this.
Okay. Wish number 3.
Wish number 3. Can I make it a really weird ass, like
I hope
not
so.
weird ass, but
Yeah.
like big.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay. I wish I had breasts like Arnold Schwarzenegger.
I can ruin this one
The
too.
breasts, right? He has breasts, right? Not chest,
All right.
right?
Okay. Let's both fuck with it.
He doesn't have
you
moves,
first.
Well,
Because mine's terrible.
oh no, you go first. I want to hear.
No, give me yours. Come on, give it to us.
I don't know. No, I want to hear yours. Because
Okay.
you already have yours ready.
My brain tonight's
I
on
didn't
fire.
think-
Okay,
I know.
granted, but you go down to California for the surgery and it's some like sketch ass doctor. And what they actually do is kidnap Arnold and cut off his pecs and actually sew them onto you. So you actually have Arnold Schwarzenegger's pecs.
And he's in immense pain.
Yeah. forever.
Immense
Wow.
pain.
Granted.
We need to make this movie.
You know what, guys?
Yes,
It's officially.
yes.
Listen. Oh, it just turned 11:12. I was gonna say it was 11:11.
Oh,
It was
Your wish. Could
that's the
come
wish
true.
you made at 11:11. It's gonna
You
happen
made that
now.
wish. You made
oh
that
my
wish.
gosh.
Dun dun dun.
Dun,
Okay,
dun,
Deb,
dun.
ruin it.
So, granted, but you also have his face.
Shit. Shit.
And maybe
Oh my
that
God.
bad tan that comes with his like
Oh.
you're orange all the time.
Oh my goodness.
This is back to my
Good.
childhood skin color.
Oh my
I totally faded. It's fine.
I used to use fake tan, and yeah, I feel
Oh, wow.
it. I
Oh
feel
my
it.
lord. So you'd match your hair.
Right.
I mean,
If you were to write a letter to your favorite convict, what would it say?
ooh. Favorite convict.
This is a note that I've had that I haven't used yet.
Not a famous convict. You mean
No,
just
it's
anybody.
Favorite.
just
They don't have to be
pretend-
famous.
Pretend that it's a convict that did some grisly crime, but you're in love with this convict. What would you write to them?
Oh, okay. Don't worry, baby. Mama's gonna get a really good job and support you when you come out. Well, if I'm in love with him, right?
Oh
Like, do you like chicken waffles?
no. Dirty Bird in Kensington. Yes.
Yeah.
Yummy.
You like
I'll
him?
see-
I'll see you when you get out.
Speaking of waffles, how about penis waffle?
Oh yeah.
What? Okay, come on.
Members only.
Members only Waffle
Where
House.
did-
Okay.
So
Where
how
is
did you become a
this?
member? And I want to know.
No, they only serve members, but not members.
Queen and Bathurst.
Queen and
Right
Bathurst? Hold on.
next to the meeting place. There's
On Bathurst or on Queen?
on Queen.
These are the cock waffles that I'm going Sunday.
Yes!
I'm going on Sunday to
That's
eat
the
cock
one!
waffles. This is the place. Oh shit.
Oh, what a coincidence. That's hilarious.
Yeah. Oh,
Look at those
yeah,
balls.
circles.
They're very
Yes,
symmetrical.
very
It's
well
very
formed,
symmetrical.
well formed.
Yeah.
So what's all the creamy white stuff all over that?
This actually looks a little like a clit.
So he's got a white man's balls but a black man's dick.
Yeah, so it's got a girth. It's got girth more than like it's close to you, so it looks huge, right? But if you go like this,
All right. Can you take a bite for us?
oh sure, okay. I'll try to make it not too sexy. Okay, hold on.
Oh no, do the most sexual.
Cock waffles. I don't even
So,
members only.
If you
Okay,
are
this
not looking at YouTube, you are missing out.
is- fuck OnlyFans. Jump on Rex Roulette.
Click
bitches.
away. Go away from iTunes. Go away from Spotify.
Yeah.
Go straight to YouTube and watch this.
It's our new series. Seductively.
Eventually, we will get off YouTube, and you can only see this show on Patreon.
Need two of me to be like,
Oh man. Yeah,
Oh,
You
that's
can
so
only
funny.
you can only pay $666 or $690 a month to
that's
see
how you know
this
it's really
shit.
a lot more tasty
Okay,
than
but
the real thing.
yeah, let us know how it is.
It's a lot more tasty
Should I
than the
bite
real
it?
thing. Do it. Go for it. What's the verdict? Is it delicious?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But the sprinkles kind of get in the way.
Mm.
Yeah, they tend to do that in the middle of a blowjob.
Right?
All right, one last question, Suzy. Who are your favorite influences? What influenced you to get into comedy?
Okay.
Hold on, give her a sec.
Oh,
She's
the
got a mouthful of
funny
coffee.
Mm. Let me swallow first.
That's what she said.
This is quality.
I can't stop. I'm not even a comedian. That's the worst part about all of this.
Oh, my lips.
She's the comedian, not me.
No, you're learning, and I love it.
Oh, my lipstick.
You're almost ready for your first stand-up.
We have open mic at 11 after our shows.
All bombing all the time. That's how I roll.
You guys need
Just
to.
bomb all the time.
We just might have to take a stab at that.
Mhm.
She'll make me go up and bomb so that she can feel better
And
when
you're
she
like,
does her first show.
hey, check out Red Roulette.
None of you are laughing. I guess I'm going to show you my tits.
Now I forgot what I was supposed to.
Fuck.
say.
So we were asking you who are your favorite comedy influences and like
Yeah.
Oh, right.
who are the ones that influenced you to get into it or start?
Okay. So originally, I always looked up to like people like Margaret Cho because she pushed the bounds.
Yeah.
She just pushed, and she talked about things that were so taboo in Korean society and Asian society at large and society at large.
Yeah.
So
And she's hugely funny, like
yes,
ridiculously
just
so.
naturally funny. Somehow
Yeah.
she's just born with it. And there's a few others like that. That's also Dave Chappelle, obviously.
Oh, yeah.
So good.
Yeah. And but in Toronto, there's a lot of queer comics that actually that I've been trying to look up to more and well, not trying to look that I did. And I actually got obsessed with Vong Show. He's one of Toronto's he's produces a lot of shows like pre-pandemic and he produced some amazing shows like CBC Rice just at the beginning of the pandemic, and it was like at the new Glenn Gould studio. It's the CBC, and it was a sold out show. And
Nice.
like I saw Olivia Chow there, even Kathleen Wynne, and there's just a lot of faces that I've seen, not in person, but just I met Olivia, but there's some other people that you don't normally expect to just see at just a random comedy show, right? But this was a really great Chinese New Year special, and
Sick.
just all around Asian comedians. So that includes like from Western Asia to Eastern South. So he doesn't like, say, okay, this is only like East Asians or Asians. Obviously we're not, right? Just so he is one of the few comedians I found that puts together these very, very diverse shows with very, very strong themes. Like he'll put the LGBTQ show together called Fruit, and he puts together a show called Fresh just for new comedians. And his themes are like he doesn't just host just all random shows all the time, right? So he tries to get people who don't get the exposure so that we can get more exposure. So yeah, and he's just, like very supportive of both his audience. He protects his audience. He protects his comedians. If we're not funny, instead of being booed, let's clap louder, right?
Nice.
And it's like, okay, that's not going to maybe make our skin thicker, but we also, I think for as minorities, we've also, a lot of us, not just minorities racially, but I mean, a lot of people that are marginalized, we've been through this, people making fun of us all our lives. Now we want a chance to hit back, right? And it's a little bit, it's a little bit easier to get into that when people are supportive around you, right? If they're shooting you down from the beginning, like there was this one show at Trinity Bellwoods held by these guys that were yelling "White Boy Summer," and so you can imagine how that went. And they were heckling their new comedians that were coming, and then people were trying to defend them, saying that, oh, people love them and stuff. And I'm like, well, that's funny if they love them. How I was the only one in the audience that day, the only one who showed up to the show, and I reviewed it, and then I was told that these guys, other people love it. Why do you have a problem? I'm like, well, if everybody loves it, why were nobody there? So I like that kind of a scene. Yeah. And next month we have Robert Watson, another amazing queer comic from Toronto. And we're just trying to showcase all the people that we find like really funny and inspiring, and people who don't always get all the mainstream shows, So
awesome.
That's
I
awesome.
think as women, as people of color, as people, who maybe are like disabled in different ways and stuff, we don't get that stage time that we deserve or.
Yeah. Cool. I should check them out.
So we know about your next show, but how can we follow you?
Oh, okay. So you can follow me on IG and on Facebook at Suzy Comedy, SUZY Comedy. And,
definitely gonna follow.
Yeah. And my cookies, you can find them at Suzy's Doozies. So SUZYS DOOZIES.
Amazing.
Yes. And that's the main ways to get a hold of me. And I have my link to my Etsy shop there, and what else?
And your monthly series at Seascape, second Friday of every month.
Yes, and it's called the Wretched Suzy and Gerald's Wretched Hive of Scum and Comedy, and it's a play on the.
I'm in. You son of a bitch! I'm
in. Shoot, brain fart, Robe. I know him. Star Wars. Obi-Wan.
Okay.
Kenobi. You're my only hope. Obi-Wan Kenobi. He says to Luke and C-3PO and R2, he says, you've never seen a more wretched hive of scum
And
and
villainy. Yes.
Right.
Amazing. I love it.
So yes, Gerald came up with this name. I have to give him credit.
Amazing.
So episode 2 is going to be Attack of the Clowns.
Nice. Nice.
Yeah.
That is an excellent. Yeah.
Are you going to
that's
give
excellent.
the audience a discount on tickets if they come dressed as clowns?
Oh, I'd be willing to do that.
That would be
I'm
great.
full of terrible
Buy them
ideas.
a
What can I
drink.
say?
Yeah. I'll buy them
Amazing.
a drink if they do.
Yeah.
Have a little
Well.
clown costume. I'm terrified of clowns. I'm so excited.
Oh
I'm
my
also
God,
very
that's going to be
terrified.
fantastic.
Yeah. Like, what if they have those weird triangle?
No, no.
Fuck.
That's terrifying.
Those are
That's
terrifying,
great of
yeah.
a nightmare.
Yeah. Like, if they came as
Amazing.
Krusty the Clown, I don't mind. That would be funny.
Throw hamburgers at you.
Yeah.
What up? Amazing. Well, thank you
Awesome.
so much for joining us. And yeah, we will. Well, I know I'm definitely going because I'm in town. Deb, are you still in Toronto at that point?
I will be there.
Okay,
I
we're
will
doing
come
it.
with you.
We're
Yeah.
doing it.
It's
Oh
in
my
the
God,
calendar.
amazing.
We're gonna
It's a
get
date.
to you.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Couple of
Thanks
beers
so
on
much
me.
for joining us.
Thank you so much. Oh, did we guess if we were drunk or stoned or?
No, we
Oh,
let
the
people
audience has
guess
to
in the
guess.
comments on.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
we
they
let
have to
people
guess.
on the comments.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
So awesome.
All right. Take care. Bye.
Nice to meet you
Get
guys.
wrecked.
Shack it.